The lioness thought the war was finally over. After seasons of bloodshed, betrayal, and loss, Queen Nala had everything she had ever fought for. A kingdom rich with prey, a pride loyal to her command, and hidden deep beneath a wall of thorn bushes, 3 newborn cubs. But in Africa, peace is often the calm before catastrophe. Because tonight, something else is moving through Fire Valley. Something desperate, something hungry. And by sunrise, one family will never be the same again. Fire Valley was unlike any other place in the savannah. Ancient volcanic rocks towered above golden grasslands. Seasonal rivers carved through the earth like silver veins. And wherever water remained, life gathered. Zebras, wildebeests, buffalo. For generations, whoever ruled Fire Valley controlled one of the richest territories in the region. Now, that responsibility belonged to Queen Nala. She wasn't the largest lioness, nor the fiercest, but she possessed something even more powerful: resilience. 2 years earlier, invading males had slaughtered her entire pride. Only Nala escaped, alone, hungry, pregnant. Most lionesses never recover from such loss. But Nala refused to disappear. Slowly, she recruited wandering females, protected their cubs, shared every kill, and little by little, she rebuilt a kingdom from ashes. Now, as dawn painted Fire Valley gold, her pride stood 7 lionesses strong. For the first time in years, hope had returned. Hidden inside a dense acacia thicket, 3 tiny cubs waited for their mother's return. Barely 6 weeks old, they represented Fire Valley's future. To Nala, they were more than heirs. They were proof that life could begin again. Every hunt she joined, every wound she carried, every sleepless night was for them. But raising cubs in the wild is gambling against impossible odds. Nearly half never reach adulthood. Disease, starvation, predators, even lions themselves. Danger had many faces, and some wore familiar ones. On the western border of Fire Valley, a coalition of 3 nomadic males had arrived. Young, powerful, relentless, driven by one instinct older than memory itself. Claim the kingdom, destroy its bloodline, begin again. Their leader, Kovu, had already seized 2 neighboring territories. Now his gaze turned toward Fire Valley, toward Nala, toward her cubs. Then, without warning, the sky darkened. A violent storm rolled across the valley. Thunder shook the earth. Lionesses scattered. And in the chaos, one cub wandered away from the den, alone, cold, calling for a mother who couldn't hear him. Meanwhile, Kovu and his brothers crossed into Fire Valley. The war Nala had escaped years ago had finally found her again. In the wild, destiny doesn't ask who is ready. It only asks who is willing to fight. Rain exploded across Fire Valley. Within minutes, dry riverbeds became torrents of rushing mud. Lightning split the sky. Even seasoned lionesses sought shelter. But one tiny cub remained exposed, separated from his siblings, separated from his mother. The little male, later known as Nala, stumbled blindly through the storm.
An invader!
Every gust of wind pushed him farther from safety. Every flash of lightning revealed a world filled with danger. Hyenas could smell weakness. Leopards hunted opportunity. Even a wandering python could end his story before it truly began. Somewhere beyond the thorn bushes, Nala realized one heartbeat was missing. 2 cubs answered her calls. One did not. Panic spread through her like wildfire. Without hesitation, she turned back into the storm. While the queen searched for her lost son, the enemy advanced. Kovu led his brothers across the western ridge. Each carried fresh scars from battles won elsewhere. Each understood the brutal law of lion kingdoms. To build a dynasty, another must fall. Kovu paused atop a volcanic outcrop. Below him stretched Fire Valley. Thousands of grazing animals, reliable water, protected dens, a kingdom worth killing for. He wasn't driven by cruelty. He was driven by instinct. The same instinct that had once destroyed Nala's first family. The same instinct now marching toward her second chance. For Kovu, this wasn't war. It was destiny. As Nala followed the fading scent of her cub, she froze. Ahead stood another predator. A massive lioness from a neighboring territory. Old, scarred, feared. Nala knew her well. Years ago, they had fought over hunting grounds, but neither had forgotten. Between them, Tano cried helplessly from beneath a fallen branch. For a long moment, the two lionesses stared at each other. One mother, one rival, one impossible choice. Then something extraordinary happened. The old lioness stepped aside. No growl, no attack, only a silent invitation. Take your son. Nala rushed forward, lifting Tano gently by the scruff of his neck. For the first time in years, an enemy had shown mercy, and mercy would change everything. As dawn finally broke over Fire Valley, Nala reunited with all three cubs. Safe, for now. But from the western ridge, three dark figures watched in silence. Kovu had arrived, and this time, there would be no escape, because some battles are fought for territory, others are fought for family. Nala was about to fight for both. A kingdom can be rebuilt, a family can heal, but only if someone is brave enough to stand and fight.
Not a good time.